Today I will show you actually how to work with, you can say, this anti-gravity. So I will be adding one functionality and I will be testing that functionality using the Android simulator. So I will show you how you can do. Okay, so let me just check which directory I am in. Right directory now, and anything I need to commit. No, there is nothing to commit, so everything looks good. So now let me add one prompt here. So in AI guidance, as we are taking AI output, so the response sometime can take up to 20 to 30 seconds, right? And as it is not streaming, so on UI it will look like stuck, right? So we can add streaming response to send, so that as soon as user hits the AI guidance button and the response started coming, that time we should be able to see the response after the first token itself, which usually is like 5 to 7 seconds depending on TTFT. TTFT means time to first token. So let's implement this streaming functionality for both Android and web UI. And I will not be using 4.6 thinking, as otherwise what will happen, it will take a lot of time, because it's a straightforward, you can say, implementation. So we can use either 3.1 flash high or medium, means both we can use. So I will be using 3.1 flash medium, and this is very well. So what we need to do is we just need to implement an streaming endpoint. That endpoint will be our backend updation, and that endpoint will be used both while invoking that AI guidance. So that's it. Means it's not a very big enhancement, so we can use a smaller model like 3.1 flash. So this will help us both ways. It will also give us the fast development, and so this is just a prompt. We need to write it correctly. It will implement. Now let's test it. How we can test it is, first of all, I have to start the Android simulator with this command. So it have started the Android simulator. Here you can see it. Okay, so now what I will do, I will start application in the debug mode. First I need to start the backend, run.ps1. so it will start my front end and the back end both. Okay, now I have to start, so the UI of the application means I have to start the Android application, so that it will be using this backend. Okay, so for this backend I have to start this application in the debug mode. Otherwise what will happen, if I will run it on the production mode, that time it will use the link which is deployed on the service, like wherever it is deployed. I'm in the run directory, then cd. Okay, now I can change it to run. So this will run in the debug mode. Okay, it will start building my application, and then you will see here it will close this application and the new application will be installed. So this is my phone only where this updated application will be installed. So it will get closed automatically once it will be completing the build, and it will start installing it. This application will be uninstalled, because then it will be you can say close. I can also close because it's a simple phone, right? So you can say this new application is started now. So this new application is installed there, and I can log in there, and things are getting logged in. Now if I will add play cricket evening 5 p.m. Okay, I think today is fine. Now I will hit this ask AI. Okay, so now what it will does, it will before what was happening actually, after the complete response has done, then only it will be coming. But right now, once the first token is arrived, okay, open router, it has went there, and okay, is it streamed or what? I have to check. It don't, it not look like that streamed. Follow me to open router. Okay, I will send these logs to my second screen so that I can see here. Okay, what about the energy drink times? So I'm asking what about the energy drink. Okay, so now again I have added I should see here token by token like this, like we see in the chat GPT. That's how I should be able to see. If I'm not seeing, then I will be giving a feedback here that I only see that rotation, and once the whole response comes, then only it is visible on the Android application, which should not happen. And now let's again check for the you can see what was the local host. This is the UI part. On the UI also I can test, right? So I will test here as well. Play badminton 9 p.m. today. Yeah, I will not add. So here it has come. Ask AI. I'm not sure whether it has. See, it has given the $1 billion. So it has not streamed actually. It has just still it is doing the same thing, right? So still on UI I can't see it streaming. It is still accumulate the token and then boom, in one go only shows, right? In one go only it shows. So I have given a feedback like it's still showing in one go, and I forget to give one extra thing. So what I will do, tested on both web and Android app, both place it is not giving stream, it's just show on UI at once. The full response is received. Okay, so what I am thinking, why it is not working, actually the yielding is not getting properly, so it is still in the yielding phase. It is still trying to, okay, yeah, that is also a problem. The client is not assigned, client is our OpenAI, actually should be an async OpenAI. Okay, that can be an issue, yes. And okay, okay, this is, now it is building the async client fully, same async client, only just changing the client here, where it is invoking the client, where it is see, get client async open here. So it started taking so it is trying to figuring it out. So this is the real application it is working upon. It's not like it's not deployed. The application is deployed, the web application is deployed, the Android application is deployed, and it is on the Google Play Store in under closed testing. Yeah, it is under closed testing. So it's a real application where it is getting deployed. So this is the chunk. This is how it should come. I will show you in the backend. So I think it is yeah, my backend is updated. So let's check first in the UI itself, because checking there is let's check in this only. Same thing has come here. Okay. What about the energy drink? To have. Okay, it has come. See, now it has come in the streaming phase. Great, isn't it? If you close it and come back again, still it is happening. See how good it is, right? Because it's a live connection, it's a WebSocket connection, so it, even if you will close this by closing this, it will not be like this. This feedback was given by one of my friends, so I have implemented it here. So he was just telling me like whenever I ask AI, so it just looks like stuck, and after some time it comes. So what I told, like I will be implementing that streaming things. There is one more issue, like it is not rendering the this. So how you can give this kind of things? So what you can do is you just open your snipping tool. Simple way I'm telling, otherwise you can use the computer use or something, but this is how, if you do not have the credits for the computer use, so what you can do, you just take the screenshot of this. Yeah, the streaming is working. Let me check first on the application as well. Let's first close it. Okay, let's first close it here. So what I will do, I will give that screenshot to it, that in the in the Android application that is getting rendered. You can see it is getting rendered properly here. Because of the MD2 this format, the rendering is happening properly. That's why it is working fine here, right? Okay, it will be a 4-hour match with 20 people, so guide accordingly, right? So guide accordingly. So here also it should be coming like this, because it's not the UI thing, it's a backend thing. In the backend it's working fine, 10, 15 and all, everything is covered here. Warm up, post relay, and here are these things. Great, it is working fine actually in the web and web. Now last one thing I was telling you, right? Control V. Yeah, great. Streaming is working fine. Streaming is working fine. but now I have found one bug in which when this kind of table is there, it's getting rendered perfectly, right? Perfectly on the Android app, but not on the web app. So it seems rendering issue in web app. So I could check and update. Check and correct this, right? So now the streaming is working great. So I think we can remove this file. We don't need it. We will be deleting this file. Yes, we don't need this file. The app TSS is the main entry point where the things is happening. Okay, render markdown. Okay, yes, this is given by this. Okay, it is table rendering was not handled. Okay, I was rendering the AI guidance output using a very simple string split method. While the worked fine for simple paragraph and text bold, it was completely inadequate for a structured layout like Markdown Table sub-bullet list. Solution: instead of forcing you to pull in a heavy external library which could cause peer dependency conflict with React, the premium high fidelity render Markdown parser utility directly inside and map it to the JSX display component. Multi-element support, blah blah blah. Okay, let's check. I think, yeah, it has corrected that part. You can see now. Fine. Looks beautiful, right? Nice. So that's how it can work very well with the normal chats. So now I can just close it up. So that's how you can debug the application here, right? And that's how you can implement any new feature in the application using the anti-gravity. The context is very important what you are giving, and give it a full information, and agent will figure it out very easily. They are very intelligent, but yeah, if you will not guide it properly, if you will not give context properly, they can deviate somehow and they can implement the things which will be working on the error which you have given, but apart from that they will be altering the some other part of the code also, which we will not be knowing because we won't be seeing the full code. Because if we will change 10-20 files, we will be seeing almost 10 files or 8 files. Okay, everything is fine and all, like I checked right here, next, that way. So yeah, thank you guys. So thanks for watching. If you have any doubt and regarding this application or regarding the implementation, how you can set up everything, you can do it. You can comment. I will of course reply, and thank you. Bye guys.